Happy hour just went sour, everything has gone down the drain. The city that never sleeps is taking a nap, but we don't complain. Soothe your troubles with the rule, use vodka or some gin will do just fine. Then hook up with your friends online. It's quarantine time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our test broadcast right now. I'd like to introduce my guest, but actually I want my guest to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Coco Iris. I am also in Brooklyn, New York City, Clinton Hill. And I'm a musician. I'm from Finland, and I just finished my studies in SAE New York City campus. I studied music production, audio technology, and I'm a singer. I play a few instruments, and before the quarantine time, you would find me internship in Engine Room Audio in this studio in Wall Street, if anyone has seen me there. But yeah, that's that, I guess.
Very cool. And so what are you doing these days now that we're all quarantined?
Oh, yeah. I actually try to be as productive as I can, meaning that, every morning I try to wake up like not so late, make my juice, make my smoothie bowl, take a bath, do some kind of workout, and then I try to create. But obviously, like this creativity part has been, I feel, for me, and I guess most of artists, like any freelancer people, like super overwhelming and stressful with like what's gonna happen next. But I think regardless, we are people making art, and I feel as an artist is times like this, like the urge like to bring light and sort of like joy to people, it still kind of feels meaningful. So I've been doing some Instagram lives, yeah, actually too. So, and then sometimes just been sleeping, but I'm actually surprised how, somehow, it's not that I've been sleeping all days, every day, which I would understand if people do, like definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely a strange time because for me personally, I'm always up and doing stuff. And so I'm still getting up at my normal times, but during the day, I definitely feel more sluggish, because it's kind of like, why am I going crazy? Maybe it's winter time. I should be hibernating. Like, what am I doing to myself here?
It's really mixed feelings, and then also like the fact that you really couldn't go to your favorite coffee spot, like take a break, or like meet friends for like lunch, or like go to a restaurant, but actually like you have to stay in, and like it just gives this weird, I feel somebody described these days sort of like, those days between like Christmas and New Year's, like I feel like a little bit like those days, like they are kind of cool, but you're not sure what you're supposed to do. But quarantine is like, because you are not forced to, like, you don't have to wake up sort of like you, or be productive. It's a big contrast. And I can imagine for a person like you, as you said, like you're just super active. So what now, But
Yeah.
taking it easy and like going inwards and staying positive, I guess, for all of us.
So when did you officially start your quarantine? Like, because like
Myself?
yeah, well, for like example, for me personally, what I do is mostly go out to bars and venues and shoot videos for performers.
Exactly.
And so as soon as Tuesday came, I was like, I'm done. And actually, technically, Monday night I was doing an event. And that was actually the last official night that I was out. And then Tuesday, I've just been inside trying to figure out what to do and help artists do their stuff. So just trying to figure out, when did you start?
Myself, like our studio more or less closed down like last week, like or first calm down, and then officially, like, yeah, people are not really coming recording right now at this time. So I feel it was like last week, maybe like Thursday. So what today? I don't even know. That's what I noticed with quarantine. Like you never know what weekday is going on. So it's Wednesday now. being a little dramatic here. But so yeah, let's say I've been pretty much like for a week, I would say, quarantining now.
Yeah, yeah, it is definitely strange. I did exactly the same thing too. I was like, is it Tuesday, Monday? I don't know what day it is.
Friday?
Yeah, and it's not until like something happens, I'm like, oh yeah, I did that thing on Monday, so I guess it's Wednesday now.
Exactly. So that was like 2 or 3 days ago. So maybe like no, I totally feel you. And it sucks. Like it sucks you can't go like out and film like these venues and these artists and like we can't go out and like see art and I don't know, inspiration even. It's I don't know, how have you been feeling? Do you feel inspired or do you just mainly feel just a little confused or
Yeah, I mean, so for me personally, to just give you a bit of background where I'm coming from. So I always love shooting video. I always love documenting experiences and sharing with other people that aren't there. For example, like starting 10, 12 years ago, I just started shooting videos of rallies and protests and these kinds of things because you go to watch the news and people are spending their weekends, their evenings going out and trying to make a better world, but then you watch the news, all they talk about is the weather, but they don't really talk about the weather. They say, oh, it's going to be cold, it's going to be hot. It's like they're not talking about why is it like 70 degrees in wintertime. you know so I to sort of change the pace a bit, since I'm a fellow musician, I said, well, let me record more musicians that are making music and maybe either talking about the state of the world or have like messages or just having a good time and sharing their art, and trying to do that. So for about a year plus, I've been really having a great time meeting so many talented people that are just willing to share and they're so creative. And to have everything stop last Monday, I was like, I can't breathe. It's like, where is this? What am I going to do?
what's happening? I know. It's really confusing. And like, yeah, I love the fact when you talk about how it's like when you are doing, because you are a musician and you do it with musicians, and how it's probably somehow feels so meaningful and like you just learn like all the time so much. So yeah, definitely it's like, I don't know, have you been participating in these live streams or have been following like now during the quarantine?
Yeah, so that's a great question because I always try to watch people's live streams and watch what they're doing. But for me personally, because performance is a two-person, activity, right? It's a communication. So I'm the performer and I'm singing to you, and I want to see how that's affecting you, you know,
Like,
and
yeah.
that feedback. And then the more feedback I get, the better my performance becomes.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, of course. Like, you see like, you are fully there, present on the moment, like, giving the emotions, like you just, yeah, you're right. You learn these nuances kind of.
Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to do something a little bit different with my live streams and trying to add in a bit more, like I said, broadcasting this on Facebook Live, but first trying to do a one-on-one with you and maybe other participants if they wanted to join in on Zoom. So at least we have like a little small room here, and then we broadcast to the bigger room, and everyone says, "Oh, now I get it."
But yeah,
So, yeah. So are you would you like to perform anything? Would you?
yeah, sure.
Yeah? Awesome.
Right now?
Oh, yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
Unless there's more things you want to talk about before.
Well, I just hope that everybody like kind of like don't give up your hope and just like let's just try to take this time as like a time to like reflect and like calm down, go inwards, um, maybe spend time with our loved ones. I know most of us in New York City, we might not live with our families or like, but then maybe even roommates, because like it's never a coincidence why you live with certain people or, like there is always growing and learning to do. So like, even if it sometimes feels so confusing and even a little miserable, let's still try to take it as an experience to grow and like, yeah, just be there for each other's, for unity. And this song, actually, it's a lot about just kind of being in your own peace and like being observant. I'm not gonna say too much. It's about my one of my favorite cities, New Orleans. So hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm bringing a little twist here, but
You don't mind.
cool. Okay, so I'll just go. We sat watching the brown honey turn gold. We found the nest of hummingbirds humming to the sound of souls. Our hearts, yours and mine, are silent, and we love by observing. Mastering peace is what we're born being. Yet somehow we wanted the noise of approval. Doom, ba bow, wa da bow, ba wa ba da wa da da bow, wa da down down. Do wa bow, wa da bow, ba wa ba da 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 bow, wa da down. We went down to Frenchman Street, the magic we blown in and out in New Orleans, preparing for the big show. Our hearts, yours and mine, are silent, and we love by observing. Mastering peace is what we're born being. Yet somehow we wanted the noise of approval. Doom, ba bow, wa da bow, ba wa ba da wa da da bow, wa da bow wow. Doom, wa bow, wa da bow, ba dum ba da 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 wow, wa da dum. And yeah, the wind always finds its way home, and yeah, the wind always finds its way home.
Awesome.
Thank you.
See, like I said, the audience.
Yeah, I hope it sounded, I don't know, somehow this acoustics is like, kind of got me, but I don't know. Well, that was something, a little art piece for
Exactly.
everybody's quarantine.
And do you have any videos available online, or?
No, I don't actually. I haven't really done. I can only have like my Instagram, but I don't have any like. Should I film one? Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, when I get out of quarantine, I'll hook you up.
That would be amazing, actually. That would be fun.
Yeah, because that's the thing too. So I'm trying to, get people to like do what you just did, like pull out your instrument, sing a song, share it. You want to tell anybody about the inspiration behind that song?
Well, I went to New Orleans like a year ago, and my roots is in, maybe you can see a little bit this black thing, but it's alto saxophone is my first instrument. And I was involved with like jazz and funk all my life and feeling like how resonate like so much with this music. And then I went to New Orleans, and it was mind blowing because like, the musicians there are so good at what they do. Like it's so, and they are like pure channelers of like the universe. Like it's inspiring. It's, I don't know, I feel like in 1 week, I think even 3 days, at some point I was counting, I probably saw like 30 different live acts, because there is people all the time playing there, especially in the Frenchman Street. But I really fell in love with the city. But I also met this poet, really cool guy, Hap, and we were talking about kind of like being present and like kind of like embracing yourself, I guess, like being present in your body and being observant. And and then he wrote a poem and of this, because he was a poet. And then with the poet and combined with my own lyrics, I just decided to make a song out of it. And yeah, that's about it.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Thank you so much. I can, is this one song enough? I can also do one more.
Yeah, if you feel like doing one more, that'd be great.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more because maybe that was a little like warm up.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
The song about, well, I don't know, I guess you write to your loved one, I guess. So
yeah, we need more of those songs because these are rough times. So
yeah, we need love. Okay. I love you as you know it, even though don't always show it. Our love makes the world smile. Our bond makes the class smile. Dooby-doo, woo-doo-doo-doo, dooby-doo, wa-dee-da-doo-doo, dooby-doo, woo-doo-doo-doo, dooby-doo, wa-dee-da-doo-doo. When you brought me in your home, I just felt like there I belong. Mama Earth, she the diamond, meditation, that's the key. And what you've been saying is all I can hear. You tell me to feel, and sometimes I fear our power, yours and mine, of blooming flowers, feeling fine. Dooby-doo, woo-doo-doo-doo, dooby-doo, wa-dee-da-doo-doo. Present moment, our babies, just be open, don't act shady. Our hearts, yours and mine, deeply rooted, that is why. And how you be acting is I can see the Playboy Mansion sunshine, baby. Fear of losing something that's mine. Ego talking, asking why. Okay, that was the song called Diamond. I'm honestly not sure how the acoustics really, if you hear the piano at all, but.
Oh, it's coming out perfectly. It's a good mix.
Oh.
Whoa, what happened?
I don't know, Jam, get on.
Oh, okay. Too funny.
Sorry about that, James.
No, that's great. So now if people want to find out more about you, your music, you know, what you do, where should they go?
Thank you so much for letting me be part of this. It was fun and a good quarantine activity, I would say. And yeah, just go straight to my Instagram at koko.fly. So it's KOKO.fly. So there I put like, I'm gonna start putting out new music soon. So follow there what's gonna happen and when. And I also have a website, www.cocoiris.com. So yeah, you'll find more out about me from there too.
Awesome. That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And when I do the broadcast, it'll have like the little stripe at the bottom that'll show the website and Instagram stuff too.
Okay. Awesome. Right? Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one. So let me get to work on seeing why my computer is not working. It might just need to get restarted. So yeah,
no worries. Yeah. Keep me updated. Thank you for this so much. And I'm sure I'll see you in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'll message you as soon as everything restarts, and I could send you the link to the video, and then give me the thumbs up, and then we'll broadcast it, and we'll chat with people online.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. See ya.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy hour just went sour. Everything has gone down the the drain. The city that never sleeps is taking a nap, but we don't complain. Soothe your troubles with the rule. Use vodka or some gin will do just fine. Then hook up with your friends online. It's quarantine time.